G'day everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to episode 14 of this FIFA 23 Arsenal career mode. Make sure to drop a like, comment and subscribe if you enjoy it really helps me out. And in the first game of this episode we're going to be going back into the Europa League quarter-final stage. You see there Manchester United are still in it and I believe Barcelona, so I expect those two teams to get through and we'll probably be matching up against one of them unless we get very lucky in the semi-finals. But Benfica, decent side. Not as good as, say, Atletico Madrid, which we have to deal with in the round of 16, but they're no slouches, so it should be a decent game. Hopefully we can put them away in this first leg here and then not have to really worry too much in the second leg. But I'm really focused on this competition and the Premier League now, as it is the only two competitions we're left in now after getting knocked out of the FA Cup earlier in the year. And it looks like we're going to be on the attack first here through Ødegaard, and Ødegaard's going to go all the way himself. And on his right foot, doesn't matter. He's going to score that one. Jesus, the Jesus-Ødegaard connection is the best connection in the club and probably in the game at the moment. You see Ødegaard here plays it over the top to Martinelli and he's going to hit it first time. I think the goalie got a little hand to it, but he couldn't keep it out. And Martinelli, the young Brazilian, makes it 2-0. Not even half time yet. So just the perfect start for us. But now it's Benfica's turn to attack. I thought for sure they'd get a free kick there, but the ref says play on. And now we're just like that, we're on the counter, and we've got the overlap on. And Ødegaard, you see Jesus, who takes it down unselfishly, lays it off to Martinelli again, and what a finish by Martinelli. On his weak foot as well. Crossbar post and in, I believe it was. Just a beautiful finish there. No goalie in the world is saving that one. And just like that, it's 3-0 as we go ahead to basically near the end of the game now. We've just taken it slow and Saka plays a great ball over to Eddie Nketiah, who's going to hit it first time on the volley this time. And it ends up being a 4-0 win. You see that we didn't have a lot of shots, but we were just very clinical. 8 shots to 3. Led in XG. Maybe Benfica are a little bit unlucky there, but we were just clinical. And you see the other results there. Barcelona actually drawing 2-2 there, so they're going to have to play a pretty strong team in their second leg, that's for sure. Because we're going to be playing Newcastle in the Premier League this match. They've brought in Trossard to start just because Saka's a bit tired. I think I started Tomiyasu this one over Ben White. But Trossard, I mean, I know he's probably not as good as Saka rating wise, but Trossard has just about been my favourite player to use so far in this career mode. But it's Newcastle on the attack first through Isaac, who gets it to St. Maximin. They play a beautiful link-up play there, but Ramsdale makes a clutch save. And Newcastle have been very dangerous in real life, and they've got some star players and players you would have heard of, so they're looking and trending in the right direction. But you see here, Trossard just goes alone here, and for some reason the Newcastle player didn't shut him down, and Trossard hits it across the keeper, and a beautiful strike from him to put us up 1-0 early on, and that's how quick it can turn. Newcastle on the attack, saved by Ramsdale, and then we go all the way up the other end and score. And Trossard again, he's just dominating him. He's going to go all the way to the byline again. He's just got too much pace for target. And Trossard tries to cross it to Jesus, but it's actually an own goal here by Botman for Newcastle. And Trossard basically puts us up 2-0 at the half. He's just been man of the match so far. But Almiron here cuts it back to Isaac, and Isaac scores. That's just way too easy. And it's the very start of the second half too, basically from kickoff. Newcastle score, so the game's still on, that's for sure. As Martinelli cuts inside, sees Ødegaard. Ødegaard plays it to Trossard. Trossard with a great first touch to put himself in front and a one-on-one with a goalie, and he's not going to miss from that range. And he makes it 3-1. Trossard, absolutely unbelievable player. Declan Rice to Ødegaard now. Ødegaard finds Jesus with a great ball, and Jesus is going to fire it past the keeper. I thought the keeper could have done a bit better there. But when there's a man in form like Jesus, there's not much you can do. Another great strike. You see there 35 goals in his 30 matches in the Premier League. But Newcastle aren't going to stop attacking. They get a bit lucky there, but a good finish by Isaac. And they get a little consolation goal at the end there to make it 4-2. But we're pretty happy. 3 points is 3 points. But you see that the XG actually is really close again. So our shooting has just been really clinical because we haven't been dominating teams like 20 shots to 2, that sort of thing. Over these last couple games, it's been a lot closer, but we're just being clinical and getting great chances instead of just okay-ish chances. But you see here, going into the second leg now against Benfica, you see the other results. Manchester United 2-1 over Celtic, so still a chance that United or Barcelona can get knocked out by one of these smaller clubs, but we should be getting through this match easily against Benfica, and that's exactly what we plan to do here. End of the first half, though, Benfica needs to score here if they're going to have any chance. Ramos out to Gilberto to Fernandes. I believe that's Enzo Fernandez, I think, the guy who made the move to Chelsea in real life. And then to João Mario, who does score right on half-time to give him a slight chance. But nothing really came after that. We controlled most of the game. Smith Rowe here takes a shot from distance, and the keeper couldn't keep that one out. I think it was a decent strike, but I thought the keeper should be doing better than that. He had plenty of time to set himself and make the save. And now we're on the counter here, as expected, as we just get to sit back and then hit him on the counter. And Trossard hits one from distance as well, and he scores. Another great shot by an Arsenal player. Again, though, I'm not sure if the keeper should be doing better or not. You let me know down below in the comments. But yeah, you see there, we dominated possession. Had more shots as well, and the XG was exact same, so no chance of just giving away our 4-goal lead in the Europa League. As you see there, Manchester United managed to hang on, and Barca also managed to hang on, both winning 4-3 on aggregate. So it's more than likely we're going to match up against one of them, unless we get Sevilla, which I wouldn't be opposed to, but I think it's going to be one of the big dogs. As we're back into the Premier League now, you see there we have about 3 games in 6 days. So it's a big stretch here, and you see that we get an email. Lautaro Martinez is being pursued for over 115 million. So I'm not sure I'm going to be getting him. And he's not really a backup striker anyway, he's more of a first teamer. And I'm not going to be replacing Jesus, that's for sure. But a huge game here up against Liverpool. If I want to make a run for the league title, I've got to get 3 points here. And it is at Anfield, so that just makes it 10 times harder. But we are in great form. Haven't lost this episode at least, or I don't think we did last episode either, so we're in great form. But Darwin Núñez is going to actually get Liverpool on the board to start this game 23 minutes in, and he gets one past Ramsdale. And I thought it was going to be downhill from there, but Tierney with a good overlapping run here from the pass from Martinelli. He's going to cut it back to Jesus, and Jesus is going to hit it on his left. But Alisson makes a good save. Jesus couldn't find the corner, and Alisson makes him pay and keeps him out. But Jesus this time finds Ødegaard, little 1-2. Beautifully worked. Jesus has the pace to get away from Van Dijk, and he's not going to miss this one. He makes it 1-1 just at the start of the second half, really. And Jesus with an interesting celebration there. 36 goals now in 31 games. This dude's on fire. As we get to Martinelli now, as we look for the lead. I thought he was possibly offside, but there's been no call. He cuts it back unselfishly to his Brazilian teammate, Jesus. And just like that, it's 2-1 Arsenal, and we take the lead. And hopefully we can hang on. Celebrations, the scenes. I don't know the last time we won at Anfield either. But Ben White with the cross. Alisson makes a meal of it. And Alexander-Arnold gives it away in a dangerous area. As Martinelli finds Ødegaard, and Ødegaard, the captain, makes it 3-1. The captain's goal. And that should be the 3 points. We're just going to have to hang on now for our lives. And Liverpool are going to be attacking like mad. And they are, but Gabriel makes the tackle, but it falls to a Liverpool player. Ramsdale comes out, blocks it, but it falls back to Liverpool again. And they lose it, and Thomas Partey's going to clear it, and Saka to Smith Rowe to Jesus, and you see all the space Trossard has in front of him. Obviously brought on for Martinelli, and Trossard's not going to go to the corner, he's going to go for goal. Cuts it back to Jesus, and he scores again to make it 4-1. Jesus, I believe that's his hat-trick, as he hits it out the park there. 4-1, a massive result for us. Especially considering we were down 1-0 early on. See there, it was a pretty balanced game. The XG was slightly on our favour, but that could have just been from that last chance as well. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. Make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed. It really helps me out, and I really do appreciate it. As we get into the very last couple episodes of Season 1. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Peace.